What are the odds of two people sharing the same birthday? 1 in 365, right? But what if they also share the same name, occupation, and spouse's name? And what if they both die on the same day, in the same way, in the same place? In this video, we will explore some of the most bizarre coincidences in history and try to answer the question, are they the result of a cosmic plan, a random occurrence, or a hidden connection? From the assassination of presidents to the survival of disasters, from the birth of geniuses to the death of stars, these stories will challenge your perception of reality and make you wonder, is there more to life than meets the eye? Let's start with one of the most famous coincidences in history, the deaths of Thomas Jefferson and John Adams, two of the founding fathers of the United States. They were both involved in drafting the Declaration of Independence and later became bitter rivals in politics, but they also reconciled in their old age and exchanged letters for many years. On July 4th, 1826, the 50th anniversary of American independence, they both died within hours of each other. Adams's last words were, "Thomas Jefferson survives," unaware that Jefferson had passed away just after noon. Was this a coincidence or a sign of their bond and their legacy? Another remarkable coincidence involving presidents is the Lincoln-Kennedy connection. Abraham Lincoln and John F. Kennedy were both elected to Congress in 46 and to the presidency in 60. They both had 7 letters in their last names and were both succeeded by vice presidents named Johnson, who were born in 08. They both faced major civil rights issues during their terms and were both assassinated on a Friday in the presence of their wives. Lincoln was shot by John Wilkes Booth at Ford's Theater, and Kennedy was shot by Lee Harvey Oswald in a Lincoln car made by Ford. Booth and Oswald were both killed before their trials, and both had 15 letters in their names. Is this a coincidence or a pattern? Another eerie coincidence involving assassinations is the story of Archduke Franz Ferdinand, whose death sparked World War I. The Archduke and his wife were visiting Sarajevo on June 28, 1914, when a group of Serbian nationalists plotted to kill them. The first attempt failed when a bomb thrown at their car bounced off and exploded behind them. The Archduke and his wife decided to continue their visit, but their driver took a wrong turn and stopped right in front of a cafe where one of the assassins, Gavrilo Princip, was having a sandwich. Princip seized the opportunity and shot the couple at point-blank range. The license plate of the car in which they were riding was A111-118. World War I officially ended on Armistice Day, November 1811. Was this a coincidence or a twist of fate? Some coincidences seem to defy the laws of nature, such as the case of Tsutomu Yamaguchi, the man who survived 2 atomic bombs. On August 6, 1945, Yamaguchi was in Hiroshima on a business trip when the United States dropped the first atomic bomb on the city. He suffered serious burns, but managed to escape and return to his hometown of Nagasaki. On August 9, 1945, he was in his office telling his boss about the Hiroshima blast. When the second atomic bomb was dropped on Nagasaki, he survived again and lived to be 93 years old. Was this a coincidence or a miracle? Some coincidences seem to reveal a hidden connection between people, such as the case of the Jim twins. James Lewis and James Springer were identical twins who were separated at birth and adopted by different families in 1940. They both grew up unaware of each other's existence, but their lives were remarkably similar. They both married women named Linda, divorced, and remarried women named Betty. They both had sons named James Allen and dogs named Toy. They both worked as sheriffs, enjoyed carpentry and mechanical drawing, and suffered from headaches and nail biting. They both drove Chevrolets, smoked Salems, and drank Miller Lite. They finally met in 1979 when they were 39 years old and discovered their uncanny similarities. Was this a coincidence or a case of genetic destiny? Some coincidences seem to have a poetic justice, such as the case of Henry Ziegland, the man who was killed by a bullet years after it was fired. In 1883, Ziegland broke off his engagement with his girlfriend, who then committed suicide. Her brother blamed Ziegland for her death and shot him in the face. Believing he had killed him, the brother then shot himself. However, Ziegland survived, as the bullet had only grazed his cheek and lodged itself in a nearby tree. Years later, Ziegland decided to cut down the tree and used dynamite to remove the stump. The explosion sent the bullet flying and hit Ziegland in the head, killing him instantly. Was this a coincidence or a delayed revenge? These are just some of the most bizarre coincidences in history, but there are many more that we could not cover in this documentary. Some of them may have logical explanations, some of them may be the result of human error or manipulation, and some of them may be pure chance, but some of them may also hint at a deeper meaning, a hidden order, or a mysterious force that shapes our lives. Whether you believe in fate or chance, you have to admit that these stories are fascinating and make you wonder, what are the odds?